He's like 50 years old. I mean, it's amazing. His understanding of where the punches are coming. Look at that counter. His understanding of, is that the dude he boxed?
He's talking about the video.
Oh, let's hear him say it. What he said.
Oh my God, I didn't even see that. That was a big body shot. Look, it's coming.
And he touched you with that.
Yeah, just touched him.
Oh, Jesus.
He's going to have an exhibition with Tyson, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mike is so much bigger than him.
Yeah,
he's
but
so much bigger than him.
he's not going to land a fist on Mayweather.
Right. It's
not after his last performance. You know, I think Tyson just needs
What do
to
you think was going on with that, the last one? It looked a little bit like sparring.
Floyd Mayweather endures an intense 6-round sparring session with a heavyweight boxer as he sharpens his skills ahead of facing Mike Tyson.
Jesus.
That's funny. That
If he wanted to take you down with that liver shot, he would have taken you down.
Yeah, easily. He's just tapping him up. But it's that guy's got a great sense of humor about it. It's very funny how he's laughing about it.
Floyd Mayweather moves with precision and focus during sparring sessions, demonstrating fluid combinations, sharp reflexes, and controlled power that leave his training partners on edge.
You know, I mean, you got to think this guy is 50 years old. I mean, how old is Floyd now? He's got to be close to 50.
Got to be late 40s, 48.
Yeah, late 40s. But I mean, past his prime, and still just making millions of dollars fighting people that have no business. He's really brilliant. What he's doing is brilliant because he gets these guys to fight him. They have no business fighting him. He's making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
He puts on a show. Do you see the one he did? I guess it was in Dubai? Where he took the ring card and he was walking around in between rounds holding the ring card.
Oh my God,
I didn't see that. Took it from the ring card girl. He was just having a blast.
After this session, Floyd sparred with another fighter, too. Even at 49, Floyd's speed, timing, and ring awareness remain astonishingly sharp. It is a warning for Tyson that Floyd is still at peak performance.
Yeah, combo.
In camp, Floyd stays relentless, striking pads with accuracy, leaving no margin for error, and emphasizing discipline, technique, and intensity in every motion, perfecting each detail.
Look right here. Right here, hook. Look here. Hook right here. Right here. Slide in front. Hunch it, wait till help me go. Drop, drop. Walk it. Hunch it. Hunch it. Six. Hunch it. Hunch it.
Short. Don't look at it. It's about to be.
Watch it. I said that like I had my.
Joe Rogan remarks on Floyd's smaller frame compared to Mike's. But Trent argues Mike's past performance against Jake Paul proves he cannot land meaningful hits on Floyd.
The last one. It looked a little bit like sparring.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was scripted.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen Tyson biting his gloves, and like you could just, it was taking all that he could not to like hit him. It was just like, it's heartbreaking to see a icon go out like that.
Yeah.
You know, and
but it's crazy also to see him fight at 57 years old. Like,
yeah,
that's nuts.
But still, like, he shouldn't have been in there at all. You know, I think it's other ways.
Yeah.
You know, it's other ways for.
But what did he get?
People.
He got at least 20, right?
Yeah, but still, I think.
I think he needed that money.
Yeah, but with all his connections and things like that, I think people could have put him in the right position to make some money.
If he's got people with him that are looking out for his best interest, but you know how it is. When there's a guy like that, that's a big name, usually everybody around him pretends they're looking out for their best interest, but there's always lawsuits later on. You find out someone was stealing money or not paying him what he deserved. There's always a bunch of bullshit involved.
Yeah. Wade Plemons offers a detailed analysis of the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight, highlighting how telling that bout was regarding Mike's current physical condition and overall readiness. Even when Jake approached the fight cautiously and held back, Mike struggled to maintain his usual dominance, showing clear signs of fatigue, slower reflexes, and diminished punching power.
Strong as an ox, but how much can you really expect him to do anything versus Floyd? Couldn't really land on, he landed like 1 or 2 punches on Jake, but couldn't really do much with him. What's he going to try to do with Floyd Mayweather? Floyd's going to make him look silly in this exhibition. And it's going to look worse than what we saw with Jake because of, how small Floyd is. But Terrence Crawford said something interesting there as well. He said, I've never seen Mike Tyson bite his gloves like that. And I think Terrence Crawford is a pretty big historian of the sport. And I'm not saying he should know everything about it. I certainly don't. But Mike Tyson has indeed bit his gloves. And this is what Terrence is talking about. This was the narrative around the fight was that Mike Tyson was biting his gloves so that he wouldn't punch Jake in the face because that...
Clemens points out that these weaknesses serve as a warning to anyone considering stepping into the ring with him at this stage of his career. Shifting focus to the anticipated fight against Floyd Mayweather, he emphasizes that Mike will face a far more challenging opponent. Unlike Jake, Floyd's approach relies not on brute strength, but on precision, speed, timing, and technical mastery. His combinations are calculated. His accuracy is relentless, and his ability to exploit an opponent's mistakes makes him a formidable challenge for anyone, even a legend like Tyson. According to Plemons, the matchup carries significant risk and may be unnecessary, as it highlights Mike's vulnerabilities while giving Floyd a clear tactical edge. He concludes that the fight is not just difficult. It is a contest that probably shouldn't even be happening given the imbalance in readiness and style between the two fighters.
Even the great Teddy Atlas has spoken about this with Tyson and his career.
Questions out there, my son told me, about the thumb biting, okay? Thumb biting, right? And we're not talking about the thumb biting with your nephews or with your children or, with that stuff. We're talking about Mike Tyson biting his thumb during the call. First of all, that's something that he did in his amateur day, he did in his pro days, and now, of course, he did it again. That's something that he has done. And he's, for people that follow Mike Tyson, his career, they've seen it before. People are saying, and Tyson's smart, he's witty. He knows what to say. He knows the image. He knows the importance of having that image, how important. That's why he got all the money. It wasn't about what he had left at 58. It was what maybe he might have, and the image, the scary guy.
Jeff Mayweather breaks down why Floyd Mayweather's fights continue to capture attention and why certain matchups generate so much discussion. He believes that part of Floyd's enduring appeal comes from the perception that he was often the bad guy in boxing. Fans frequently felt that some of his victories, particularly against high-profile opponents, left questions unresolved and created the impression that the wrong guy won. Floyd's personality contributed heavily to this narrative. He never shied away from provoking audiences or making statements that fueled dislike, and he consistently maintained that tension throughout his career. According to Jeff, this deliberate antagonism became a major reason why fans remained invested, attending fights and tuning in to witness the ongoing story. He also explains that the fight with Manny Pacquiao is a prime example.
Do you like the fight as a matchup? I mean, it's not like Floyd's jumping in with someone who's been necessarily so active. I know Manny had a fight last year, but other than that, he was off for a while. So yeah, what do you think of the matchup itself?
I don't think that the matchup is really off, because I mean, he fought Barrios, and I don't know if he had any more fights in between that or whatever, but the thing is that you got two guys that are, you know, old for boxing, but it's good for them to be fighting one another. So, and I mean, and plus they are two of the greatest fighters in boxing history. So, you know, that part is easy to sell. That part is easy to sell. But the one thing is that, you know, it took a long time for that fight to happen.
Many believe the outcome did not satisfy the public's desire to see Floyd challenged, which is why discussions about rematches or exhibition bouts persist. Jeff emphasizes that this dynamic, with Floyd as the villain who repeatedly defeats challengers, drives both excitement and revenue. Beyond commentary, Jeff is now focusing on personal ventures, including his new YouTube channel, Jeff Mayweather Official, and his clothing line, Playhouse Athletic, which he sees as a reflection of his family legacy. Through these projects, he continues to engage fans while celebrating the broader Mayweather brand.